his career. Wrestled in Saucon Valley and Notre Dame in his high school career. So not a bad spot to start if you are a Lehigh fan.
Every Mountain Hawk fan here has been waiting to see Ryan Crookham and Luke Stannich, and here we are, 133 pounds.
Yeah, both of those guys. Kind of fun that those are the two that'll start things off. Of course, conditioning will be interesting. Crookham hasn't wrestled, didn't wrestle at all last season. Well, I did wrestle 5 matches and then was injured and was out for the rest of the year. Meanwhile, was that a great freshman season. 3rd place at Nationals, 1 at EIWAs. So he's only lost twice, and of course had that big win against a Cornell wrestler in Aruja at the beginning of the season. And he and Stannich, who will be ranked soon, if not after this weekend, haven't wrestled yet, so no rankings at 133 and 141.
And when you have 2 wrestlers out of your lineup, both of them previously ranked #1 in the country in the past, that's going to be a huge impact in this dual meet, and it's exactly what they need if they're going to knock off Cornell today. Ferrara in a nice shot there, but what a good re-attack there by Crookham. It's in a good position here. Bringing the single across to the other side of the body here.
He tried to reach that back ankle, couldn't get it there. As
Ferrara with good defense there.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty interesting test to start with a kid who's ranked in the top 25. No takedown. Here's a look at the attempt.
See, almost gets a spin behind. Does a good job of dropping right in on that single leg, but Ferrara with excellent defense there.
So Ferrara last year qualified for nationals, going 1-2 in the tournament. 12-7 record overall last season. He's a 2-time New York State champion, 3-time finalist out of Chenango Forks High School in Binghamton, New York.
And Doug, when they decided on, Cornell won the flip of the coin to decide which weight class to start at.
Yeah.
And they chose to start at 133 pounds. And we talked a little bit before the matches. What was the psychology? What was the thinking going into that? We got a scoreless first period here. And
well, I was kind of
so it's Green's choice, yeah.
I was kind of wondering what they wanted to do there. If you want to get this out of the way, I mean, this is great. This you would think Lehigh chose, right? You would think they're going to want these guys coming out right away or ending the match, having not wrestled yet this year.
Yeah, well, with Cornell, maybe they're thinking these guys have never made weight yet this year.
That's true, yeah.
And, you know, doing it for the first time, could that play to their advantage? Nice straight-on single here, but Ferrara has some really good defense.
Yeah, the hips have been great. That split near the boundary to not take away or to take away the takedown. So it's just the Crookham escape right now is the difference.
Yeah, I think Ryan Crookham might need to really just start hand fighting a little bit harder, get him out of position, because Ferrara has excellent stance, good anticipation, and great reaction to Crookham's shots so far. So really nice leg attack there. And boy, you hate to see a knee go out like that, but yeah, great defense by Crookham. And now he's in on great position.
See Ferrara's chopped that right arm. He's trying to reach through to get that second leg. Better position now.
I'm thinking you go up high with that. Bring that leg high up into the air because Ferrara's been pretty good down on the mat, but Ryan Crookham locks that far hip, and he's going to pick up the first takedown in this bout to go up 4-0.
Well, that shot by Ferrara, it seemed like it just lit a fuse. Man, that's the Crookham we're used to.
Great scramble ability by Crookham.
Yeah, great ability here to be patient with this too. Yeah, Ferrara had that arm trapped, and that's where he finally freed it and was able to get the takedown, secure the takedown. So 4-0, 33 seconds to go, second period. Opening bout between these two teams.
And nice job by Ferrara coming right to his feet, and a good mat return by Crookham. But I'll tell you, give Ferrara lots of credit there. He is competing hard, and that's what happens, though, when you get a guy that has beaten your teammate twice, Vito Arujau, who was a two-time national champion and world champion. You know you have to bring your A game against him.
This third period could be interesting, too, if Ferrara doesn't try to keep the pace up a little bit more to push Crookham. 4-1 after 2.
And Doug, I'll tell you, Ferrara is wrestling way above his number 21 ranking here today against Crookham.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, next points in this match are going to be huge, right? So for either wrestler in this third period, it's either going to create separation or you're either going to take the lead if Ferrara gets out and gets a takedown.
Crookham's riding time is 20. Look at this. Does he get a turn? No, just now he drops back down, stays in control. Great scramble. Near, almost got the two swings for near fall. Still in control.
What I love about this, Doug, this exchange here is both of them are so aware of how important this riding time minute is. And Ferrara is going like a bull underneath. And Crookham on top is trying to turn him and trying to hang on here. And
he got 37 seconds of it. Even noticed him dragging the toe late there as they were going out of bounds to try to add a couple of seconds to that riding time. They escape at 41 seconds.
Now, Ferrara, you know, he hasn't been shy about shooting, but he's going to have to be on the attacks here.
Yeah.
And that might open things up for Crookham. We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, that Crookham takedown was on a counter.
You know, if you're Crookham, you'd like to see him really like this, right? Get low in your stance, make it very difficult to get underneath, so he has to take a long, extended, bad shot.
Yep. Crookham staying busy enough to get a few seconds extra on the boundary there. There's 48 to go. Crookham's defense outstanding in this period. Mike Gray is encouraging Ferrara to get to the center first. They're looking for a stalling warning. I don't think it's going to make a difference in this. Crookham goes back to the collar tie. There's a stalling warning on Crookham now with 21 seconds in the third. He's up 2, scores a takedown.
Beautiful shrug there right on the edge, and I feel like Ferrara was looking to drive him out, maybe look for the stall call instead of scoring, and he hits him right with that nice little go behind right there.
Now Crookham, 2 takedowns is going to do it. Opens up the match with his first win of the year, 7-3.
Hats off to both wrestlers. Ferrara competing hard, but Doug, you know this as well as I do. Keeping it close with Ryan Crookham and beating him are 2 totally different things.
Yeah,
right?
You are correct, yes. So Vince Cornella, the senior from Lafayette, Colorado, who's number 5 in the country, is going to take on Luke Stannich, the sophomore from New Jersey, Roxbury High School. Stanich's first match of the season. So again, another good start. Crookham beating a ranked wrestler. Now Stannich taking on number 5 in Cornella. Cornella did not wrestle last year for Cornell, and in his sophomore season, went to NCAA's finishing 14-9, but wasn't able to compete in nationals because of an injury suffered right before that. Also an NCAA qualifier his freshman season. Stannich, meanwhile, having a great year a couple of years ago. It was disappointing to see him redshirt last year, but you knew it was coming for him to settle into this 141-pound weight class. He's 25-4 in his Lehigh career. Now, last year, while during his deferred season, he went 12-1 and was an EIWA champion in 23-24, went 25-4 and finished 5th at nationals. So back-to-back All-Americans for Lehigh to start this match here this afternoon.
Wow, he got double overs here on Stannich. Going at it, going big time right away.
Yep.
If you're Vince, do you add a white A onto the back of that signet there?
Oh, he lets it go. Stannich was another exciting wrestler to watch, as he was at 125 2 years ago, and then again settled up in there. Had a hard time consistently making that weight, but and then with Sheldon Seymour, when you do start traditionally with this Lehigh team with those 3 guys to start the duel. Now Seymour is going to finish at 125. That's tough to get through that lineup.
And you know, speaking of Seymour, he really kind of took over as the leader in this program when you had Taylor out and Crookham and Stannich.
Yep.
Right? Senior, he's undefeated. Only losses in the All-Star match. Doesn't count against your record. And he's just done a phenomenal job of really, you know, just kind of being that senior leadership that they needed during that time.
He was fun, Seymour was, to watch in nationals last year, coming on strong. Surprised most people. Not a whole lot in this program, but see what Stannich can do coming back again, just like Crookham, first match of the year. This is nice defense so far.
Yeah, great. It's almost like a single ankle pick. He's got he's going to pick up the 3-point takedown.
But that was quick, and he was able to convert.
Now, this doesn't surprise me against Stannich. Stannich has a motor.
Yeah.
And, you know, when he won the World 23 World Championships, he took home the gold medal. He was almost about to get tech fauled before he came back and won this. And that was either the finals or the semifinals. I believe it was the finals. So, you know, was Cornell maybe thinking these guys haven't made weight?
Yeah.
You know, and it's tough to get down, and let's test them. So right now we got a 3-1 match.
There's that takedown. This was finished very nicely by Cornella. Again, number 5 in the country. He's from Michigan. 4-time state champ at Monarch High School at 106, 113, 126, and 138. 123 career high school victories to just 9 losses.
see what Stannich wants to do here. Is he's going to let him out or try to ride him some more? And he does get the 1-point escape, Cornell. Huh? So that's going to make it a 4-1 match now.
Yeah, just 10 seconds for Stanich on riding.
So you can see Stanich picking up the pace there with the hand fighting, as there's a little bit of more urgency now that he's down 4-1.
1 minute to go in the second.
Heavy on the head. You can sort of tell he's already, you can tell the referees, he's in their heads here with the potential stall call coming up. Just got to keep pressing the action, more hand fighting.
Couple of half shots.
It'd be huge if he gets a stall call right at the end of the period here. He's going to have to take another half shot here, but it ain't going to happen now.
4-1. Cornella leads. Riding time not a factor heading into the third.
See the coaching staff looking on here. Stannich takes bottom in the third. Down 4-1.
He understands that there's his escape, so now he's got himself right back in. The takedown will give him the lead.
And neither wrestler really able to ride too long for on top here. So if Stannich pulls off a takedown here, he's going to be up by 1. You got to assume if there's some time left on the clock that he's going to get that escape, and we might be looking at an overtime match here. And this is a huge. This match is going to be really important in determining the outcome of this duel.
You are right. And you know, on paper, with Cornella number 5 and Stannich not having wrestled this season, the Big Red looking for this one in that big picture. So Stannich is continuing to take shots. Cornella is doing a great job defensively, going up top, doing this, collar ties, controlling his wrists.
I'll tell you what, though, he'd have to get three stall calls just to tie it up, and that can't be your main strategy.
There's one.
You've got to convert this to points, and we haven't seen those leg attacks yet.
No, he can't he just can't get clear. Cornella still has the whizzer. Let's see what Stannich can convert here.
Looking for that knock him off balance, look for that spin behind here. Now this is a great position for Cornella to be in, but Stannich is really doing a good job to get to that angle.
Nothing yet. He can't get that. He's trying to cover the leg and can't do it. Peek at the clock. The offense. He's got it.
Can he ride him? 5-4, 10 seconds.
I think so. You see Cornella's reaction. He can't believe he gave it up. How about that? Here's the finish.
Take a look at this. So patient in here, and he got him tired. He just kept working on him, trying to get him fatigued in that third and second period here, and he gets behind right here with about 11 seconds left on the clock.